Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on sneakers and today we're taking a look at the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 in the navy colorway. The retail one's here, the fake one's here. This is just to help you if you are trying to authenticate your pair and purchase a retail pair. I must emphasize it does not support the counterfeit industry in any way. It's just to help you at home purchase a retail pair and what you should look out for because it can be quite difficult. So first thing to note, these are the two boxes. You might be able to see a slight difference in the color. What I'd say is the retail one here is a little bit more cream in color compared to the fake one. The fake one has a slightly yellow tint. However, it is actually quite hard to see even in studio lighting, but there is definitely a color difference. Hopefully you can see that if I hold them up side by side. So looking at the label, I'll show you the retail one because the replica one is actually half a size smaller. So this is what a retail label should look like. So if you want to pause the screen here and just make sure your pair matches up with this one, this is what a retail one in the UK should look like. It might be slightly different if you're in the US, but this is a UK one just so you can have a closer look at all the details. In terms of box sizing, they're actually pretty much spot on. There's no difference between the box sizes whatsoever. And in terms of the logo on the top, I would say the replica on the logo is slightly darker, but it's very, very close once again. So let's open up the retail one first. Let's take off the box lid. It does come with this kind of like speckled paper, as you can see. Open it up, the shoes are double wrapped, as you can see here. So I'll move the lid to the bottom down here. The replica one, if I lift off the lid, open up the paper, you can see the shoes aren't individually wrapped. So the shoes reveal themselves straight away, whereas on the retail one, you can actually take them out in the paper and you have to unwrap them. So we'll take these out, put them to the side. And here, take out the replica one. So here are the two pairs. Can you spot any differences between them straight away? Hopefully this video helps you and we'll dive into the comparison. Yeah, you don't want to get this wrong. So we'll start with both right pairs here, and the first difference I can notice straight away is the actual suede material that's used around this nubuck suede that's used around the toe box area. It's very high quality on this pair. It's very long and furry, as you can see, and it's this very dark kind of grey colour. If we look at the comparison, this is the fake one. As you can see, it's a lot shorter, the suede. It doesn't have that furry material look that it does on the retail one. Hopefully you can see this if I compare it side by side, and you can also see the color is different between the two and the quality is different. This is, I don't know, it's just much shorter, it doesn't feel as luxurious, whereas this one is actually quite long. If I show you from the close up, you can see just how detailed it is on the toe box area. The next thing I would point out is the actual leather material on the toe box. You can see it's got slight creasing in it and it's very, very soft, very luxurious. The SB Jordan 4 is far comfier than a normal Jordan 4. And it really shows in the quality of the materials on this pair. If we look at the fake one, however, the material they've used at the toe box, this is quite plasticky, it's quite solid, isn't very, actually if I push in on it, you can't see the material really crease or move. It's not very soft, whereas on the retail one, I'll show you again, if I push in here, look at the creasing, look how soft it is. Oh, these are going to be incredibly comfy to wear just because the materials are so good. The next thing I'm going to point out is if you have them in hand, you'll notice very, very easily, this one smells so bad of glue. It is really, really strong. It's actually stinking out the entire room. It's an awful smell. Whereas this one, yeah, has that new smell for shoes. Oh, it smells good. In terms of how they've come dead stock, if you are buying a dead stock pair, just notice how they're laced. I know you can relace them, but just be careful of this. So the retail one here is laced like this. You can pretty much slide them straight on and wear them out. Whereas the fake one, they're tied at the front, as you can see here. So this dead stock lacing is actually incorrect. So if you see this, just look out for it because it is wrong. When I spoke about the material at the toe box being softer, if you actually spin it around to the side, you can see, look how soft that leather looks all the way around the back. You can see there's kind of like rippled lines in it, just showing you how luxurious that material is. Once again, if I show you the fake one here on the side, this is just like a plasticky leather. It's very like hard and stiff. It's not nice at all compared to the good materials that are used on this pair. At the back of the shoe, you will see it says Nike SB, and they have this little tab at the back, a rubber tab. This is very, very flexible and very thin. I think they changed this so it doesn't rub on your heel or Achilles when you're skating. This one, however, seems to go for the classic Jordan 4 on the back. This is a lot thicker, as you can see, they're pushing it back. It doesn't have the same flexibility, and this might catch on your Achilles, but this is the wrong thing. They've actually adjusted this. So on the retail one, as you can see, really flimsy, really flexible, and it won't hurt the back of your foot, which is a great thing. Keeping the shoes at the back here, we look at the retail one, the Nike SB logo, you can see very centered, nice and large, perfect sizing, whereas on the fake one, hopefully you can see this, but the Nike logo at the top is actually slightly smaller and slightly off center. Don't know if you can see that, but the swoosh on the side here, you can see it just isn't quite in the middle, which is just a small detail, but something you have to look out for on a pair like this. Another minor detail between the two, this is the retail Jordan Flight logo on the tongue here. As you can see, just a classic Jordan logo here, very detailed, very nice. The difference on the fake one is quite funny, to be honest. It just looks like it's a little bit overweight. It's not as slim as the logo on the retail one, so they've got that a little bit wrong, so I'm not sure he's going to be too happy about that. Spinning the shoes upside down, taking a look at the soles, you can see a difference in colour in the gum. Hopefully you can see that on the camera, but you can see a slight difference between the two gum soles. This will be very hard to tell unless they're dead stock, but I would say the gum sole on the retail one is a little bit darker gum compared to the lighter, more kind of orangey yellow colour on the fake one. But obviously once you've worn these, that'll be very, very hard to tell. So I wouldn't look too closely at that unless they're a dead stock pair. And also, it's quite hard to see unless you have both pairs in hand. But it's a noticeable difference when you do. Looking at the front section here, just looking at the tread and this little shape here you can see at the front. If I compare it side by side to the fake one, you can see the fake one's actually slightly wider. This has a slightly longer feel to it and also slightly slimmer compared to the fake one, which is a little bit wider in terms of the angle, covers more of the front of that sole. And then finally, we'll look inside the shoe. So it comes with a paper shoe treat on the retail one. The fake one also comes with a paper shoe treat. If I can take it out, in terms of the paper, you can see a slight color difference. This is more of like a laminated plasticky feel, whereas this is just like a almost a tissue feel on the fake one. And then we'll take a look at the insoles. This is the fake one, and then take out the retail one. They actually feel relatively the same. I would say the material on top is slightly different color on the fake one to the retail one. Not sure you'll be able to see this, but on the inside of the shoe, on the actual bottom part of the shoe underneath the insole where it should be, it does have a lot of Chinese writing on there and a lot of markings that probably shouldn't have from the factory. The retail one is clean. You can just see all the stitching lines going around it, no markings on it whatsoever. So hopefully this video has helped you if you are trying to authenticate your pair. They are getting pretty close nowadays, but there are still few signs to look for if you are trying to authenticate your pair. I think this is going for about £200. It's not too expensive. It's actually under retail for some places, and they're an incredibly nice shoe, really good for the summer, and also much comfier than a standard Jordan 4, so that is a good thing. So hopefully, I said, this video has helped you authenticate your pair and what you should look out for. Let me know down below in the comments if you've spotted any more differences to help other people. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. Yeah, this is a comparison between two pairs of the Nike Air Jordan 4 SB. Great pair.